Hey, are you actually living your life or just reacting to it every day? Maybe you're one of them. People who wake up already tired, already stressed, already feeling behind. You try to meet expectations from work, from family, from society. Bills keep coming, responsibilities pile up, and life starts to feel heavy, like you're being pushed forward instead of choosing where to go. If this sounds like you, then listen to me. You're not weak. Your mental strength just isn't strong enough yet. For a lot of people, mental strength slowly becomes being cold, having no feelings, never crying, never asking for help. But real mental strength is different. It's staying calm in chaos. Real mental strength getting knocked down and still standing back up. It's feeling your emotions without letting them control your choices. You can't stop the rain. Problems will come, whether you're ready or not. That's the outside world. But you can choose how you respond, or you can open an umbrella or not. You can decide how you move through the storm. That inner choice is where your real power lives. This is Fluent English with Radio. In this video, I'll share 5 core principles to help you build real mental strength, not to shut down your feelings, but to take control and truly own your life. So what are these 5 principles, and how do they help you take back control? Let's break them down one by one. If you're ready to start taking real control of your own life, keep watching. Let's begin. Principle 1. Extreme ownership. We'll start with something that might be hard to hear, but it's the most important truth you'll learn today. Everything in your life right now, the good parts and the bad parts, is your job to deal with. I know what you're thinking. That's not fair. I didn't choose these problems. You're right, you didn't. But there's a big difference between fault and responsibility. Fault is about the past, who caused something. Responsibility is about the future, what you're going to do now. Maybe your childhood wasn't great, your company let you go unfairly, or someone hurt you. None of that is your fault, but getting better, finding a new path, and moving forward, that's your job. Most people spend their whole lives blaming everything outside themselves. The government, the economy, their boss, their parents, always something they can't control. And here's the trap. When you blame something outside yourself, you give away your power. If your problems are caused by your boss, then only your boss can solve them. If your unhappiness comes from your partner, then only your partner can make you happy. You become powerless. It's like sitting in the back seat of a car, watching where the driver takes you and complaining the whole way, but refusing to move to the front and take the wheel yourself. But something powerful happens the moment you take ownership. The moment you say, everything in my life is my job to deal with. Not my fault, but my job. You take back your power. To show you what I mean, imagine 2 people lose their jobs on the same day. Same situation, same problems. The first person complains, "The company is terrible, nobody is hiring, it's impossible to find work." Months later, they're still unemployed and angry. The second person takes ownership. "Okay, I lost my job. Now what? I need money. I can update my resume, call people I know, learn a new skill, start working for myself. What else can I do?" Same problems, but completely different results. The difference? Ownership. Taking ownership doesn't mean everything is your fault. It means you refuse to be a victim and take control of finding answers, even to problems you didn't create. So catch yourself when you want to blame, when you're about to say, "It's because of," or "I can't because." Stop, breathe, then ask, "What can I control? What action can I take?" That's how you build mental strength. This is step 1 to owning your life. Stop being a passenger who complains and become the driver who acts. Principle 2. Master your reaction, the power of the pause. Next is something we all do many times every day. We react without thinking. Someone annoys us, words fly out. Bad news comes, panic takes over. This is normal, but it's also where most people lose control of their lives. There's a huge difference between a reaction and a response. A reaction is automatic. It's pure feeling. Someone insults you, so you insult them back. You get stuck in traffic, so you get angry. Your child breaks something, so you yell. React, react, react. All automatic. When you're in reaction mode, you're not in control. Your emotions are driving the car, and they're terrible drivers. A response is different. A response has space between what happens and what you do. Something happens, but you don't act right away. You pause, you breathe, you think. Then you choose the best action. That pause, that tiny gap, is where your power lives. That's the moment where you can actually steer your life. Let me show you what this looks like. Your boss sends you an unfair email and your fingers are already typing an angry response. But what if you pause for just a few seconds? You might see that responding while angry will make things worse. You could wait an hour, calm down, and write a professional answer instead. The pause doesn't mean you ignore your emotions. You still feel angry or hurt, but you don't let those feelings control your actions right away. You can practice this in a simple way. The next time something makes you feel bad, try this 3-step process. First, stop. Don't say anything. Just stop for a moment. Second, breathe. Take 3 slow breaths. Just 3 breaths to create space. Third, choose. Now decide how you want to answer. What would your best self do? This sounds simple, but it's very powerful. Most of life's biggest regrets come from reactions. The things we say in anger that we can't take back. The decisions we make in panic that create worse problems. Mentally strong people aren't people who never get angry. They feel those emotions strongly, but they've learned to create space between feeling and acting. Start small today. Just try it once. The next time something bothers you, pause for 3 breaths. That's it. Then see what happens. The moment you pause before reacting, you take back control and choose your life instead of letting your emotions choose for you. Over time, this becomes natural and you'll have so much more control over your life because you're not reacting to everything. Principle 3. Stop seeking approval. Know your own worth. Let me ask you a hard question. How many decisions did you make this week not because you wanted to, but because you thought it would make someone else happy? How many times did you say yes when you wanted to say no? If you're like most people, the answer is a lot. We spend so much of our lives trying to get others to like us. We change what we say. do things we don't want to do, and hide parts of ourselves. This is people-pleasing, and it's one of the fastest ways to lose control. Watch out for this trap. You start believing your value comes from others' opinions. If they like me, then I'm good. If they accept me, then I matter. So you work harder to earn that approval, bending yourself into shapes that don't feel natural, saying things you don't mean. And all of this makes you tired. But here's the worst part. It doesn't work. Some people will still dislike you and judge you. And even when you get their approval, it doesn't last. You need more and more of it to feel okay, like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. The reality is this: you cannot own your life if you're always asking others for permission to live it. I'll show you what this looks like. Imagine you want to change careers. You're unhappy in your current job and you have a dream. But your family thinks it's too risky. Your friends think you're making a mistake. If you're seeking approval, you stay stuck waiting for them to agree, living someone else's idea of a good life. But if you know your own worth, you listen to their advice but still make your own choice because you trust yourself more than you need their approval. To build this strength, start by getting clear on your own values, what really matters to you. Write them down. Maybe it's freedom, family, growth, or peace. These should guide your decisions, not other people's opinions. Then practice saying no without long explanations. No, I can't do that is enough. Finally, get comfortable with letting people down sometimes. You cannot please everyone, and the moment you accept this, you become free. Some people won't like your choices. Some will judge you, and that's okay. Their disappointment doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. Living for approval is like being in a prison where you're the prisoner and the guard. But listen, you can walk out any time you stop needing everyone's permission to be yourself. Because this is your life, and you're the only one who should control where it goes. Principle 4. Discipline over motivation. Do the hard things. Next up is something everyone loves: motivation. We're crazy about it. We watch motivational videos, read quotes, listen to speeches. We wait to feel motivated before we do things. But here's a hard truth. Motivation is completely unreliable. Motivation is like the weather. Some days it's sunny and you feel great. Other days it's gray and you don't want to get out of bed. You can't control it. If you only do things when you feel motivated, you'll get very little done. Because motivation comes and goes. Mentally strong people don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done whether you feel like it or not. It's going to the gym when you're tired. It's studying when you'd rather watch TV. It's working on your goals when you have no energy. Here's the key difference. Motivation says, I feel like doing this. Discipline says, I'm going to do this no matter how I feel. Think about it. Do you think successful people always feel motivated? Do you think athletes always feel like training? No. Most of the time, they don't feel like it, but they do it anyway. That's discipline. You know what's interesting here? Discipline creates motivation, not the other way around. When you force yourself to start, motivation often shows up after you begin. Let me give you an example. You don't feel like exercising. You're tired, you're busy. If you wait for motivation, you won't exercise. But if you use discipline, if you just put on your shoes and start, something changes. After 5 minutes, your energy goes up. After 10 minutes, you feel good. The motivation came after the action. Action comes first. Motivation follows. Now, here's something important. Your emotions will always try to stop you. Your feelings will give you every reason not to do the hard thing. I'm too tired. I don't feel like it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not in the right mood. These are just emotions talking. And emotions are terrible advisors for long-term decisions. Mentally strong people hear their emotions without obeying them. They accept the feelings. Yes, I feel tired. Yes, I feel unmotivated. But they don't let those feelings make the decision. This is what discipline looks like. You feel lazy but work anyway. Feel scared but act anyway. Feel like giving up but keep going. Over time, it becomes easier because you become stronger. Your trust in yourself gets solid. So stop waiting to feel motivated. Start doing the hard things now, even when you don't feel like it. That's when you prove you're in control, not your emotions. Your feelings are passengers. You're the driver. Keep your hands on the wheel and keep driving. So please don't forget that emotions are suggestion, not commands. Principle 5. Control what you can. Focus your energy wisely. We've reached the final rule, and it might be the one that gives you the most freedom. Life is full of things you cannot control. Actually, most things in life are outside your control, and mentally weak people waste all their energy trying to control these things anyway. Let me break this down simply. Everything falls into one of two groups. Group A, things you cannot control. This includes the weather, other people's opinions, the past, what already happened, the economy, how others treat you, traffic, your age, other people's choices. Group B, things you can control. This includes your attitude, your effort, your words, your actions, how you treat others, what you focus on, how you spend your time, how you answer to what happens. Now here's what's interesting. Group A is huge. Most of life is in Group A, but all your real power is in Group B. Weak people spend most of their energy on Group A. They complain about the weather. They stress about other people's opinions. They worry about things they can't change. They replay the past, wishing it had been different. This is tiring. It's like trying to push a mountain. You use all your energy, get nowhere, and end up upset and bitter. Strong people put all their energy into Group B. They accept what they can't control and focus on what they can. You can't control if someone doesn't like you, the economy, or your past. But you can always control your values, your effort, your money, and what you do starting today. Maybe not the situation, but always your response. Think about worry. It's usually about things you can't control. What might happen? What others think? But worry changes nothing. It just steals your energy. You can't control their thoughts, but you can control being real and doing your best. Focus there. This simple shift from trying to control everything to controlling what you actually can is very freeing. You're not fighting against reality anymore. You're working with life instead of against it. So starting today, practice this. When something bothers you, ask, "Can I control this?" If yes, take action. If no, let it go and move your energy to something you can control. Real power begins when you focus 100% on what you can control. Let me bring everything together. Mental strength isn't something you're born with. It's like a muscle. It only grows if you train it every single day. Not overnight, but slowly, through small actions done again and again. Why does this matter? Life is short. It passes faster than you think. So don't waste it living someone else's version of a good life. Own your life right now. So start today. Out of the 5 core principles we talked about, which one feels hardest for you? Leave a comment and let me know, because that's exactly where your growth is waiting. And remember this, you're sitting in a car right now, your hands are reaching for the steering wheel. This journey, your life, belongs to you and no one else. So grab that wheel. Choose your direction. Now go take control. Own your life. The road is waiting for you. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. See you in the next video. Keep your hands on that wheel.